I'm in Corniglia, the third village from the Cinque Terre region, and as you can see, I'm going uphill. So today I'll do the hiking, which will be about 7.5 kilometers. It ideally should take us 2.5 hours, but our only goal today is to complete the hike before sunset. So let's start. That was me moments before the disaster. And to tell the story in a nutshell, we did continue the hike, knowing the risk of sunset. The only thing we needed to do to finish the hike was to move faster. But the views were so beautiful that we stopped very often for taking pictures or just filming.
And that is where we came from.
It's like 30 minutes now, but I'm already sweating. I got this jacket just in case if it gets too cold, and it was cold, to be honest. Very cloudy as well, but now the sun is also peaking, and the hormones, or what do you call, the lactic acid is also making my body warm. But we still have almost 2 hours to go. Considering that we were already getting tired and we won't be able to enjoy the views if we rushed more, we had to make a decision. It was also getting darker the more we waited.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
When I saw the clouds, the reality hit me. It was clear. At this rate, we will have to hike in dark, which we weren't prepared for. So after arguing whether we should continue or not, we decided, nope, and we went back down. But the story doesn't stop here. Buongiorno. Welcome to our second attempt of hiking in Cinque Terre. After yesterday's failed attempt for hiking from Corniglia, today we are in the town of Manarola, where we will start our hiking from Manarola to Corniglia. It's about 7 kilometers hike, surrounded by good ocean and also nice views. The reason why we started our hiking from Manarola instead of Corniglia today is because there is a town in between Manarola and Corniglia, which is closer if you start the hike from here instead of the other end. The town is located up in the mountains, and fortunately, unlike yesterday, we don't have a strict deadline for sunset today. But we do have another challenge, which is heavy rain, maybe a thunderstorm, and also heavy winds. Let's see how we tackle those. I'm not going to lie. The stairs were too steep and we keep on going higher and higher. But we also stopped from time to time just to look back at the village. Just an update, about 10 minutes since we started, we are almost at the top of the hill. I couldn't be more wrong. I hiked just a little bit to realize there is still a lot more mountain to climb. I thought we climbed up the hill, but yeah, there is still more to go. But on a plus side, the view is really beautiful. Anyways, if you don't know, I had injured my knee about 2 weeks ago, knee and my ankle a bit. It was good, but until yesterday I had no issues. But after yesterday's hiking attempt, I started feeling a little bit in my knee. It's still okay, but again, let's see how it goes by the end of hike. When I was down, I thought at some point I'll go up so high that I'll be in the clouds, or at least I'll be able to see clouds. But yeah, I think the hiking trail is still not at the highest point of the mountain or the hill, but I would say it's still fun. And I'm glad it did not rain heavily, or it was windy, but it wasn't very heavy wind either. Plus the thunderstorm warning which was shown, that also didn't happen. So I'm glad at least we are good on that side. But again, you never know what might happen next, because there is still a big portion of trail remaining. And yeah, if you think about our yesterday's decision not to hike, I think that was also a very good choice considering the roads. Here, I don't think it would have been a good idea to hike in dark. I'm glad I didn't bring my padded rain jacket with me, because although it was a little cold and windy when we were still in the middle of the hike, now that we have been climbing for some time, it's getting warmed up pretty quickly. I don't know if you are able to see, but I'm full with both raindrops and sweat drops. But anyways, the view is again worth it. So that there is Corniglia, and we came from the town which is just there. So basically by train it barely takes like 5 minutes, but the trains are here are also high speed and they go under the mountain. But the hike takes from 2 to 2.5 hours. But if you are like us, who likes to take often breaks just to rest and also film something or take pictures, then it can take a bit longer for you. So now I think we are at the top. We are approaching the town Volastra. It should be very close somewhere. Usually we thought there won't be many people trekking today because the rain, thunderstorm and wind warnings. But yeah, there are some people. We just left them. They guided us to the correct path. So apparently there are a couple of roads which leads to the same destination, to Corniglia, and yeah, we are heading towards one of them. So as you can see, we have almost reached the civilization in Volastra. I think we'll take a small coffee or drinks break if we find a restaurant there, and then we'll continue the rest of the hike. At the top, we did find the town map and a bar, but everything was closed due to the rain. The town was giving very apocalyptic vibes, as we didn't see anyone for a bit. So we found this church in the village of Volastra. It's a nice place to just chill, take a break and feel the warmth again. So now we are leaving the town or village of Volastra. And one interesting fact about this place is it's one of the oldest towns in this Cinque Terre National Park, and the population of this town is less than 200. But anyways, the views are still following us, man. So just for your perspective, that is Manarola. We move just a bit and that there is Corniglia, almost Corniglia. So if you want to see how high we are, that's the town below. I don't think, I mean, we are able to see some people, but they are smaller than the ants.
So basically it's just a one-way road. If people are crossing, then we have to wait for them to cross first, or they have to wait for us to cross first.
If you could hear, it's actually raining, but because we have the cover of trees, we are not getting wet. But yeah, it's a sign that we have to speed up now.
If you come here, you might feel like it's a dead end, even there, until you go a little bit close, and then you realize, oh, there's a staircase and a road ahead, which also looks like a dead end, but I can guarantee there would be a staircase. And indeed, there was. I guess we were in the clouds. Now if you look, the whole area is foggy, or it appears to be foggy, but when you are in the area, you don't see that. So yeah, I guess we are in the clouds. I think the water from the entire mountain is flowing below my feet. I have to show. I'm glad we started hiking when the rain wasn't very strong. Now it is, but we are almost close to the finish line.
And that is how waterfalls are created. So if you remember, somewhere around here is the point from which we went back yesterday. So yeah, it's a success, I would say, because we know the route downstairs will be reached within 10 minutes or even probably less than that.
Okay, so that there is the town, our village, and so what I've heard or read on one of the blogs was these pathways were made from Roman times, but then of course they modified it afterwards in Italy. But yeah, from historical perspective, similar pathways existed when Romans were ruling the world. Now feels good that we are finally finishing the hike, but it also feels very hungry because it took us a lot of calories.
And finally, we have reached the town of Corniglia. One interesting fact about Corniglia is the population of this village is only about 150 people. So finally did finish the whole trek. I'm at the station waiting for the train, and yeah, we hiked the whole mountain. And despite of things not going according to plan the first day, our last day in Cinque Terre was very fulfilling.